being stung.
Now you do.
I don't know. He got his whole thing done without being stung.
He did his research.
Brush everything you can off the top.
Try not to squish it. And it's okay for them to be flying around like this. They're freaking everywhere.
They'll settle down eventually. They're disoriented right now, buddy.
Yeah, you see that?
What? Yeah, they'll get all
Proof.
sore and itchy and everything like that.
Wasn't that bad. Ta-da! Hey, these bees are doing it over here.
These are at the end of the fan, you know. They're uncircling.
It doesn't look like it's raining. The wings aren't moving.
It'll take a minute. Yeah, I guess maybe I don't know. See how far that one's gone already?
Yeah.
It's almost cleared out, maybe.
Yep.
So watch the guy on YouTube and everything. He took his whole cage, took the queen out, hung her, and then took the whole cage, didn't dump it, just set it down inside it. And came back like 3 or 4 hours.
Were his hives bigger?
No, they're kind of deep for him. So we just set them inside of this.
You want to get any close-up shots?
What?
You want any close-up shots?
I don't care. I think we got adequate bee footage. Right there.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
My first bee sting ever. I guess. I mean, I'm sure I've been stung by stuff.
Be careful, please.
So eventually this will calm down, right?
Yeah. Once they get off into the hive, we'll get going.
How long does that take, you know? You don't know, do you?
They're disoriented right now. That's why they're flying around like aimlessly.
They are all over the place.
So originally, I got this.
No, shit. It's went into my pocket.
Well, squish it.
Here you are.
Do you want this hat?
I don't. I
don't
just don't want to sit down
Are
and
you
find
allergic?
out there's... No, I don't want to sit down and find out there's one in my pocket like here.
There's a good chunk of video here. So 4 days from now you'll have to tend to them.
Yeah. I'll have to reload that syrup and everything.
What are you doing with that thing?
I'm propping it up so they can get under it and get the syrup out of it. That's a lot of syrup off in there.
Why don't you just put that inside? I guess you didn't know how full it was going to be beforehand.
Well, it was off in the cage at first, and you
Yeah.
gotta have it loaded before you do it. Yep.
You didn't get stung?
Well, I got sugar all over my hands to begin with.
Yeah, I feel it too.
I was loaded up from mixing it.
What is the
all
white-
stuff I did.
Why is there white stuff?
Everything I had was coated with sugar.
Well, I guess I get. Never mind.
But when it dries out, it's going to leave the sugar behind, the water behind.
Sarah getting impatient over there. Are you being impatient?
She said it was the beginning bar.
Yeah, you can see them crawling in. They were like loitering outside this hole here. So, what's up with those 3 that are still plugged?
Oh, that's restricted and everything like that.
Can you pull them out?
Yeah. Yeah, these are just plugs.
Okay.
Those are tight. I had more time to work on those. Need some tear loosened up.
God, it's hard to keep track of not squishing 20,000 bees. This seems like a lot more bees than I thought that were in there.
For some reason, they're getting more interested in me, and I'm not comfortable.
Well, who wouldn't be? Just kidding. What, are you taking 10 paces? 10 paces back?
Backing up. Bee followed. Very impressive.
What?
So it is very impressive
What is?
seeing them like that.
Is not what I imagined a beehive to look like. So now what, you're just going to stand out here for like 4 hours and watch them buzz around? You can tell they're kind of thinning out. Yeah.
Video up underneath it, through the mesh, you'll actually
Oh
see
yeah.
up under the mesh, and you can put a light or something. I've got a 500 watt halogen you can shine up under it.
I got a flashlight.
And
So the queen's about like right here area. I guess it shouldn't be so close. That's kind of cool. This camera's gonna be so sticky. Hey, why is this one rolling over? This one right here is rolling over all over the place. It keeps rolling over. So bee venom is good for you, right? That's what they say.
If you're not allergic, it stops a lot of pain. It helps arthritis.
What kind of symptoms do you get if you are allergic?
Your throat will close up. You'll have a hard time breathing, kind of like asthma and everything.
How fast will that happen?
Pretty quick.
Just curious. Look at that. Bam. Battle scars. It doesn't hurt. It hurt when it stung me. Just felt like a pinch or a prick. A paper cut is much worse. I hate paper cuts.
If it actually gets into you and stings you and everything, and actually hooks the barb and pulls loose and everything, then scrape it out. Don't try to pluck it or pull it or anything.
I guess my hive wasn't as successful as yours. Yours have pretty well cleared out. Mine are still hanging out. And you notice there's not that many dead ones at the bottom of the thing. That's weird.
That was fantastic.
Like most of the things that are on the bottom are still crawling around.
So there's actually more.
There's like 2 dead ones.
So there's actually more than 21,000 or whatever, because they dump in extra to make up for the loss and everything. So you get your 3,000.
Strange. Think we should open it up and dump the rest of those in?
No.
How come there's so many more in mine than yours? Hey, there's a bee on the camera. I guess there's not that. I mean, mine was like, what, 10 minutes in between?
Yeah. They're coming. They're still cleaning up the syrup out here and this stuff.
So they'll probably clean it dry, right?
Yeah, they'll dry it up.
So what do you have to do in 4 days?
I gotta come reload the bottle inside there, the feeder.
So you actually have to open the whole thing up.
Yeah. open the whole thing up, and then I'll check the queen, see if she's released. If she's released, I'll take the queen cage out and everything closes up, and it'll be running high.
So you could just plug it up and it'd still survive because it got that thing on the bottom.
Yeah, temporarily.
That mesh.
Until they run out of food or water.
Yeah. It's very interesting. It's fascinating.
They say Italian bees have a problem with drifting, they call it. When they fly back to the apiary, they kind of say, okay, this is kind of sort of a hive, and they'll fly off into it. And then you get a whole bunch of bees in one hive and not many in the other and everything. That's why they want you to place them, your hives, if you have them stationed, not on pallets or something like that, that you'll put them in kind of like a big horseshoe, and that helps minimize drifting and everything. But if you put them up in a big row and everything, the bees, if she's collecting nectar, she's heavy, she's tired, so she'll say, okay, here's a hive, I'm going to this one.
Yeah.
She won't make it down to the end where hers is at.
Yeah, you can tell they've really thinned out than they were. There's still a lot of them. So every bee has to go on an orientation flight?
Every one of these
Oh.
all these are young bees, or a lot of these are young bees. They shake them out of the brood nest so that they'll stay with the queen and brood and everything. And then they also have a longer life and everything because they do brood work inside the hive first, and then they go out and doing their orientation flights and foraging and everything. And so they try to shake them out of the brood nest and everything like that, so you get the younger bees. Because these are going to have some time before they get comb built and then get brood and everything established before they start getting replaced. So the younger the batch of bees you have, the bigger your hive will be before they have brood coming in and stuff. Emerging to replace them.
How soon can the queen crawl out of that little box?
It'll take them a little bit, a couple good days.
What? It's blocked off. Nobody can go through.
What's the problem?
Apparently a car pulled in. She thought I'd have
Oh.
to move.
Yep,
What?
about it.
That's about it.
Hey, how come mine isn't going anywhere?
They sprayed it again, so they're clinging to it.
Get out of there, you lazy bees.
Are there many left inside?
In the box?
Yeah. Okay, alright. Not a flower.
I'm getting hungry. Go away, bee. Go away, bee. Alright, let's get out of here. Not much else we can do right now, obviously. Okay. Anything you'd like to say?
Congratulations. Live long and prosper.